The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The slot man in motion right. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off the play fake. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Left side to Lamb. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Prescott on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Watson trying to lay one up deep. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Motion man is Schwartz.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there, with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least.
There he goes, left side. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. 2nd and 5.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, fake of the jet sweep, and now play action for Watson.
He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Watson. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On play action, Prescott.
To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A second down throw for Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
From the gun on third, Watson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyquan Thornton, 63 yards. And the Browns use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll run left with Pollard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Watson now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Now it's Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kevontae Turpin.
27 yards.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Here's Prescott.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play.
The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
But if you step